Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Stygian, Reign of the Old Ones. So, in the last episode, we learned that there is a serial killer called as the Arkham Stabber, and he actually killed someone over here, as you can see. And again, those earthquakes. So, yeah, so this poor fellow, Julian, was killed, and then one of the observers suddenly got possessed or something, and then he painted this strange symbol on the road using the victim's blood, and then he just turned back to normal. So that was weird. And we are soon about to enter this one house occupied by. Goddammit, I shouldn't be talking too much because the game is consuming the rations automatically. But let's actually check the journal here real quick. Okay, so which one was it? This is about the Stabber, the Arkham Stabber, and then cryptic poem, no. Your carven doom, no. Cries of the marked. A possible exit. I met a talkative folklorist named Stanley Fredkin at the Old Eel. Under the influence of Marino's cheap whiskey, he mentioned a possible way out of Arkham, as well as some mysterious contractor. Well, it's not that we can't leave Arkham itself, I don't think. I mean, there's no one stopping us, but we just don't have any reason to go outside of Arkham. We just need to get inside the Miskatonic University, and maybe this guy, Stanley Fredkin, can help us, because he used to be a lecturer at Miskatonic University, so maybe he knows another way to get inside. An invitation. A rustic-looking fellow in a black suit presented me with a note from Stanley Fredkin, the folklorist I met at the Old Eel House. Fredkin claims to have found a way to escape Arkham and has invited me to his house at number 39 Main Street, and this is the house. So, without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game here before we eat the rest of our rations. The door seems to be sturdily locked for a typical building of Arkham with such decrepitness. Who's this? Mr. Fredkin is expecting me. You heard the clicking of the lock and the door creaks to let you in. Glad to see you. This way. Alright. The house seems pretty normal so far. Master Stanley's waiting for you in his room. Okay. Ah, there he is. This is a rather comfortable looking room with a nice fireplace and everything. There seems to be a New England region map. Stanley has recorded anecdotes of his travels through Kingsport, Dunwich and Innsmouth on this map, tracing the route he followed prior to his arrival in Arkham. Dunwich and Innsmouth from Lovecraft stories as well. In these desperate times where residents are denied the convenience of... Oh, we are exhausted, right? Well, anyway, in these desperate times where residents are denied the convenience of centralized heating, one must resort to old methods. The bright flames lend a nice, even warmth to this cozy but otherwise dull room. Well, okay, let's talk to him. Mr. Fredkin, you see Stanley sitting in the dark, looking pale and devoid of his former energy, as annoying as it was. He begins to whisper in a discomforting tone, though you can't place just what is it that's bothering you about his voice. I think I know what's going on. Welcome, sir. Thanks for coming on such short notice. Forgive my threadbare appearance. My studies have left me completely exhausted. Honestly, I ought to rest and recover. But I am so close to finding a way out. So close. It is worth testing the limits of this shell of flesh and bone. Okay, I think I know what's going on. This is not This is not Stanley Fredkin, not the real one. He's been taken over by something else, but let's see if I'm correct. I can examine you if you are concerned about your health. It seems you have solved the situation with the rustic-looking man. This is the way out you mentioned before. Why would you discuss this with me before? Maybe because we were at the old ale house with other people in it. Well, looks like you have solved the situation with the rustic old man. I could try this since we know some medicine, but Absalom is not really a doctor of any kind. He just knows the basic. He just knows the basic first aid, the kind of medical skills you would need in the safari or jungles or something. But anyway, so it seems you have solved the situation with the rustic old man, or with the rustic-looking man even. Oh yes, this was a minor nuisance. He serves me well, within his rather limited ability, of course. So now you know how to leave this place. Why wouldn't you discuss this with me before? It wasn't. I wasn't sure my connections would agree to me sharing their knowledge. Let's just say I persuaded them about your potential. So now you know how to leave this place. Precisely. It is past time I leave this filthy nest of apes behind me forever. But as you can see, my ill health won't allow me to complete my work. I also have serious doubts that my current assistant is resourceful enough to aid me in the last stage of the progress. And this is where I come in. What are all these machines? I thought your interest was in folklore. What machines? Oh, these. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Knowledge takes many shapes, my friend. You will learn many things when we are on our way to the stars. But you need my help first, right? See what I mean? I need quick reasoning and practical mind like yours to finish the job. Help me complete my work and you will accompany me. The only other person privileged to do so. Far away from this whirlpool of primal vibrations. How are you planning to get us out of here? I won't bore you with the highly technical specifics. Just know that my connections allow me to discover ways beyond the borders of man's limited science. If you knew what they have taught me about our universe, and who are these connections, you'll meet them when we are ready to leave. Don't worry. Well, tell me what I need to do. Right to the point. I like that. A few essential parts are needed to complete my research. A long-wave radio transmitter, an electrical conductor, and some formaldehyde. These items are the last thing standing between us and infinity. Infinity? When I close my eyes, I can feel it calling us. Let's go, Stanley. Well, where can I find them? Unfortunately, you have to do this part on your own. My friend Richter at the drugstore would be a good place to start. Debauched he may be, but he seems to have the skills to aid us in this final phase. Alright, I'll talk with Richter. Don't die before we finish the job, Stanley. I have some questions. Well, alright, I'll talk with this Richter. Excellent. My illness dictates that I rest now. We'll talk more later, my friend. Yeah, this entire premise, this quest here is very, very similar to the story of the Whisperer in Darkness. And I'm sure you have noticed it too, if you know the story of this. And we have got some journal updates. The table is covered in disorganized heaps of cables, machine gear, electronic receivers, a microphone, and an old glass case. Stanley is the type who immerses himself in the minutiae of local folklore at any chance he can get. The book on the desk is a compilation of rumors about the Pocumtuck Indians of Dunwich and their supposed ceremonial practices. A not so recent framed and hand-drawn map of downtown Arkham. Okay. Judging by their contents, this shelf contains the personal notations of Stanley Fredkin, one of which contains his reflection on the phenomena associated with the simple country folk. Okay, can we do anything with the map itself? Survival. You may try to take notes of this detailed map, therefore learning more about Arkham and its vicinity. Yeah, do that. You learned more about Arkham and its vicinity. Perk gained. Arkham Explorer. Oh, nice. And we gain some XP from that. That's great. So let's take a look at the perk itself. Also, I just learned that the paranoia stuff is reads right here. But where is the perk here somewhere? Arkham Explorer. Increased travel speed. Okay, that's nice, I suppose. I should try and do. I can't show it anymore, but I'll show it. But I'll show it again when I get the chance. What about you? Master Stanley would also be happy to see something. Sorry, didn't read it in time. Yeah, I should do this more often. Instead of just looking at stuff, I should also just see that what else I can do with them. Well, this does the same thing. Alright, well, let's leave. So we're supposed to go and talk with Richter. The one who runs the drugstore. And it's also owned by the mob. Okay, but let's take a look at the journal here again. The Whisperer in Darkness. Ah, there we go. I was right, folks. Okay, so I visited Stanley Fredkin at his house. He is seriously ill, having fallen victim to the rigors of his studies. Even though he was so energetic last time we met him, and that wasn't even long ago, like hours. He has asked my help in acquiring some additional components needed to complete his research. A radio transmitter, a conductor, and some formaldehyde. Okay. Finding the conductor should not be too hard to find. I can check the remaining shops in the city or try trading with Dumitrescu. Who is that? And Richter can be a good start to talk about the transmitter. I'll have to go to the pharmacy and get the formaldehyde from Richter. Okay, so Richter can help us with these two things. But who the hell is Dumitrescu? It's not you, is it? I don't think so. Uncle Rat Shack, okay. Well, let's check out our inventory. Broken key. This might actually be the key with the number 0 on it, but now it's broken, so we can't try and sell it to Isildur, the antique shop dealer. We got 95 cigarettes, which is okay, I suppose. Okay, what's our food situation? We got 3 rations, so I guess we should be fine. Okay, well, I guess we can. Well, let's go here. I forgot the name of the shopkeeper of this place. The pawn shop dealer. Who are you again? Name's Joe Clements. Okay, so it's not you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you have. You have lots of neat things. Bullets, weapons, guns. Cannabis? What's this? Alcohol? Okay. Weed. Uncooked weed. It's a component. Okay. We got 2 blank notebooks, some Recky's whiskey. I can't sell any of this stuff for him. Grappling hook. We got a rope already. You got some Molotov cocktails as well. Yeah, but I don't think that you have anything that we need. So let's just leave. Aha, the game saved 3 times. Well, that's great, thank you, but could you just please leave? Thank you. Okay, so... can we check his body if there's anything there? Quick spells. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess he didn't have anything on him. But now, so let's go to Richter's drugstore, which should be right here. At the riverside. Over here. A cutscene. The heck is happening there? What the hell is happening there? What place is that? Turkish zest. Turkish zest. Oh, I didn't even know that we could enter there. But before we go there, let's just go and visit Richter first. I bet he's demanding lots and lots of cigarettes in order to trade the stuff that we need. Okay, so do you know where can I find a radio transmitter? A transmitter? It won't be easy to find such a delicate machine. It won't be easy to find such a delicate machine apart in Arkham. He continues after a short pause. I would try the French Hill streets, though. I have heard a man called Dumitrescu resides there. Okay, I still don't know who he is, but at least we know where to find him. I know that surname. If he is the person I think he is, that man may be your best bet. Okay, well, thank you. Well, another thing. I'm here for some formaldehyde. Formaldehyde? What are you planning to preserve? A lifeless fetus, perhaps? Forget it. Who am I to question others' questionable pursuits? The truth is, I don't have any formaldehyde. It's a bit out of my field. Do you know where I can get some? Can't you produce it in your lab? But you are the chemist. You should know something about it. Can't you produce it in your lab? Let's see, the main components of formaldehyde turns out to be methyl alcohol. There should be a pretty high methyl alcohol output at the distillery because of that charlatan weeds crude distilling methods. So if you can get me the methyl alcohol from the mob's distillery, I guess I can make you some formaldehyde. For a price, of course. Of course. And at last I can preserve my dead fetuses in the back decently. Just joking. Or am I? Well, let's hope that you are joking. And where is this distillery? It's to the east of Riverside. Here, let me show it on your map. Who is this Wheat you mentioned? A drunk fraud who pretends to be the distiller of the mob. I have heard that his own whiskey brand was third class at best, even before the Black Day. You can guess how primitive and graceless his products now are. Alright, I'll be back with your methyl alcohol. So did he mark it on our map? Or something? If he did, I don't see it. Let's check the journal. Okay, so a trip to the distillery. Richter did not have any formaldehyde in stock, but offered to mix it for me. If I can get him some methyl alcohol, apparently the mob's distillery is producing high amounts of methyl alcohol as a byproduct of the moonshine operation. Okay, what's this general notes? Kingsport Folk Tales, Eduardo Carnela. That's the Spanish or Mexican guy who who talked to us not too long ago and offered his services. Oh, and by the way, I also learned after that we can actually hire him to our party, the Eduardo guy, because he is not a companion. He's not a party member with his own goals or side quests or anything like the outsider does. So we can hire him as a henchman and he won't require a slot in our party. So we can do that, but I don't see any reason to do it. Who's that? He looked a bit suspicious. You see a man with an ambitious twinkle of expectation towards you in his eyes. He approaches you with an almost unnatural affection. Well, he does look creepy, I give you that. He can hardly contain his excitement. You. Aye. What about me? Wait for him to continue. What about me? It's you. What do you want from me? Oh, don't you worry, sir. I'm no longer the spoiled brat who must have everything his own way. I told you, Billy, we'll do whatever it takes to be a good boy. The edge of his mouth spams again. Can't I have some privacy? Yeah. Yes, show me your real feelings, sir. It's only natural that you are angry with me. But trust me, in time I will show you that I have changed, and... He exhales with deep longing before completing his words. And you'll accept me eventually. His last words follow almost as softly as a whisper. Because Billy is a good boy. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so... to the distillery. Which part of town did they say it was again? What are these? Oh yeah, this, okay. Trip to the distillery. Didn't he mark it on our map? Well, if he did, I don't see it. Well, it shouldn't be that hard to find. Was it that friend? I think he said east. Actually, should we go and check out what's going on up there? I mean, one might as well since we are here. Oh my. It's one of the cultists, I assume. And we lost some sanity, great. The heavily scarred man who was conducting the ritual abruptly turns to you like a scared predator caught in a trap. Soon after, you come to realize this man must have been condemned to some kind of torture that ultimately crippled both his flesh and soul. After making a heat-in-hand gesture, the man speaks with a voice that can only be described as a disturbingly loud whisper. They sent you to bring me back, cold dog. They think Krog is still the easy meat he used to be. One step closer and Barsal Tark Anu shreds you into 1,000 pieces. You can feel a ruinous power emanating from this broken man. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm not planning to bring anybody anywhere soon. After a brief look of surprise, his pained eyes scan you cautiously. Make yourself known, or I'll be the black worms devour your eyes. Or I'll let the black worms devour your eyes. Yep. I'm Absalom Cunningham, and black worm spaghetti is not among my favorite dishes. Actually, I don't even like it. Too wormy for my taste. I'm Francis Darlinkney. Enough of your bluffing, scared man, or scarred man even. You come to my hidden domain and dare lie to me? His whispering burgeons almost to a hair-raising shout. I am strong here, at this moment, at this place, rising from the nexus of my own hatred. I am strong. We're not gonna fight him, are we? Terrorized by a demon. The black worms of Barsal, Thark, Anu have devoured your eyes. Oh shit, he actually did it. He wasn't kidding. Though you have lost your sight, your blackened soul will pay the heaviest price. Well, shit. I guess we just died there. Alright, alright. At least the game auto-saved. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, I think game bugged out, folks. This has happened a few times before, off screen. But yeah, I just need to reboot the game. Nope, just nope. The game simply doesn't want to work, folks, and I just rebooted my computer, and it's still like this. Okay. I'm just have to try to find a solution to this problem. I'm gonna go and read GOG's forums regarding this game and learn if anyone else has run into this kind of problem, and if they managed to fix it somehow. I even made GOG Galaxy to verify/repair the game as well, but that didn't work either. I can't do anything about this game right now, or at least I can't come up with anything out of the top of my head. So I'm just have to try to find a solution to this and try to play the game some other day. I apologize for this. I'm gonna try to work on this game and try to find a solution to this problem much faster than last time, so you don't need to wait another 6 months for our next episode to come out. But it's such a shame, because Stygian, at least to my experience so far, is a great game, and it's even becoming one of my absolute favorite CRPGs so far, even with all its flaws. But the game is simply not making it easy for me to enjoy it. That's really unfortunate. And I really want to actually finish this game as well. I really want to play it, but the game is just being a bitch for some reason. Maybe the Eldritch Horror simply don't want me to play this game, because if I did, I would go insane. I don't know. But yeah, I guess this Let's Play will be on hold for the second time until I have fixed the problem. So, until then. Thank you for watching, and see you next time, hopefully not in too distant future, for more Stygian, Reign of the Old Ones.